Now we have Chapter 5 in Options in Divorce. This is relating the 80-20 rule to home selling. So understanding this concept can save you time and frustration in selling your home. When you use the 80-20 rule, you stop trying to sell people on the entire home. In applying the rule, you can highlight the 20% of your home's features that make it special. The remaining 80% of your home still affects the buyer's decision, so you don't want to neglect it, but you also don't have to spend a lot of money or time to improve it. Your selling point won't be the common features your home shares with the other properties on the market. Focus on your home's unique features to grab the attention of buyers. The 80-20 rule in action. Buyers are searching for unique features. Spotlight the unique features of your home that set it apart from others on the market. You will attract interested buyers who are willing to pay the asking price. What does your home or property have to offer that other homes in the area do not? Perhaps you have a relaxing patio or lush landscaping that will catch a buyer's eye. Whatever you find, play it up, and the house will move. Potential unique features. So we have some here. Hilltop views, a high vantage point that comes with a spectacular view of the surrounding area. Another point, wildlife. Many enjoy the beauty of being one with nature by watching birds, deer, and butterflies from their back porch. Majestic views of sunrise or sunset. There's nothing more awe-inspiring than bearing witness to the beauty of the colors of sunrise and sunset from your own backyard. Maybe a beautiful patio. Outdoor living is important to most buyers. A good-sized patio, big enough to host a summer party, might be just what the buyer is seeking. Location, location, location. Emphasize the safety, convenience, and future of your home's location. Today's buyers want great schools, easy commutes, and local amenities. Some will pay extra for a home based upon its location, especially if it has a yard area. A buyer once paid extra for a townhouse simply because of its location in the complex. Most of the surrounding homes did not have yards, but a few shared a half-acre yard area. An owner whose townhouse bordered this yard area was able to sell his home for a higher price than other townhouses on the market. His home had a characteristic shared by fewer than 10% of the others. He had the only available listing offering that feature. With this attractive point of difference, the house sold for a higher price. Another townhouse seller in the same complex found a different unique feature. Although he did not have a yard, he was still able to use his location to his advantage. His property backed up to a lake and fountain. This unique feature helped him to sell his townhouse quickly and for a great price. Another point, a private location. Homes that sit far back on the lot, next to an empty lot, or partially concealed by trees, appeal to buyers who want to unwind away from the sight and sound of neighbors and street noise. A big, shady backyard. If you have a larger backyard than your neighbors do, use that to your advantage. People like to have extra room for kids, pets, and entertaining, with lots of trees for shade. A fenced-in backyard. People with kids and pets flock to homes with fenced-in backyards. Additional unique attributes. You can also market a finished basement, large attic, an extra-large garage, swimming pool, hot tub, or anything else that makes your home stand out. Capitalizing on the 20% difference and marketing your house's best features. So follow the 80-20 rule and you'll stop wasting time showing your home to people who are not interested. Instead, you will be showing your home to buyers who are motivated to make a purchase. You won't have to show so often, and you won't have to sift through low-ball offers from casual shoppers. Take the time to uncover your home's most attractive and unique features, and make sure they shine. Compare your house with others in the neighborhood to see what makes yours stand out. If it's a backyard pool, make sure it sparkles. If it's a veranda-style porch, clean off the grime and make sure it overlooks a well-manicured backyard. If you have a garden, work on it every day to make sure it is the most beautiful on the block. Every house has potential. It just takes a little creativity and elbow grease to get the unique features to stand out and draw the attention to the 80-20 rules. How the 80-20 rule applies to home sales. An out-of-town shopper with no specific requirements contacted a real estate agent to look at available homes for sale. The agent drove him from house to house. In each case, the buyer suggested offers 10 to 20% below the asking price without budging. As the day progressed, the agent's chances of finding a suitable home were dwindling. They stopped at one last house as the sun set. The exterior of the house was dated, and the yard was untended. This agent and her client had spent the entire day looking at houses that shared 80% of the same features. Nevertheless, once the buyer walked into the room, he wanted to buy the home for the asking price. What set this house apart from the others? He wasn't too interested in the kitchen, bathrooms, and bedrooms. A bedroom was a bedroom as far as he was concerned. He fell in love with the one remarkable feature of this otherwise uninspiring house. The house sat atop a hill with a beautiful view of a large picture window. As they entered the great room, the sun was setting below the distant tree line. That view sold the buyer. The remaining parts of the home, they could be improved. The home buyer based his decision to buy on the window view from the hillside. The 20% of the home's features motivated him to offer full price on the spot. Such is the power of the 80-20 rule. In some cases, the 80-20 rule may help people make a sale without even conducting a showing. The house in the following example had languished on the market for months. Unlike the previous home, this one was not unattractive. On the contrary, it was a brand new custom-built home. It sat on the market for over 7 months without a single offer. The builder hired a real estate agent who knew the importance of finding that one special feature. He drove out to give the house a thorough investigation. He discovered what the property had that the competition did not, a beautiful 5-acre yard. Other houses being sold in the area were on 1 to 2 acre lots. Not only was the yard bigger, it was also more private than the other properties. This real estate agent marketed the property, highlighting the 5 acres alongside the description of the house. Because the house was no longer the main selling point, interest in the property increased. A buyer was so interested that he submitted an offer from 1,000 miles away. Fearing that someone else would buy it before he could, he bought it sight unseen. He didn't want to lose out on his perfect home. The sale was completed in 45 days. The builder was amazed. His house had been on the market for close to 8 months. That small percentage of the home's features was the selling point. The 80-20 rule unfolds again. Learn how to apply this rule by leveraging a unique selling point, and you'll not have to settle for less than your asking price. Buyers who fall in love with a home rarely offer a lower price. By shifting focus to the 5 acres, the real estate agent captured the interest of buyers immediately. The house was no longer unsellable, but desirable. Coming up next will be Chapter 6, Creating Curb Appeal.